Got anything to say about the church, sir? Well, a lot of people that I know from the church is fake. They be partying, they be drug dealing, they be dealing, they be hurting, they be backstabbing, they be doing. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is your girl Smitho. If you have not already, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Today's YouTube video is going to be about the church. Yeah, I'm using my blender brush. I do what I want. This is my house, this is my bed, this is my channel, okay? And if YouTube don't like it, then I'm sorry, I'll fix it. The $1 million question was, what is wrong with the church? What don't you like about this church? What do the people in the church do to piss you off, okay? Some people just hate niggas in general and said niggas is a problem. I feel you sis. But no. Some people have just said that the pastors be fake and hypocritical. I feel you. I hear you. I ain't experienced that much for myself, but you have a right to speak, and you have spoken. A lot of people in the church are fake, you see? You see these same people be the same people hanging around with me on my weekend. They be the same folks hanging around with me when I'm having fun, when I'm at the shisha bar, when I'm having my shots. I don't like the church. I don't roll with the church because you know what? Them people is fake. Alright? It's just a bunch of negativity every time I go there. The choir is hypocrites. The pastor is hypocrites. The audience is hypocrites. Right? They go out there trying to praise, trying to worship, trying to do whatever, trying to teach, trying to preach whatever it is that they do. But deep down, they all hate each other. Deep down, they just spoke negative about each other. It's like, why would I even go to church if that's what they do? You know? Like, it makes no sense. I'd rather just stay in my toxic environment with these people who are happy to be toxic with me. And we just gonna wait for our death day and call it a day then. But for now, I'm gonna live my best life and stay away from this church. I asked them a very, very simple question. I said, if your friend was sick, if your friend was not okay, was unhealthy, something was wrong with them medically and it was a matter of urgency, what would you do? What would you tell them? And most people said, well, Tina, I would take them to the hospital. I'd tell them to go see the doctor. I'll tell them to go see their GP. And I was like, whoa, okay. So if somebody is in a sick state and they are in need of help, if you're going to refer them to a doctor, if you're going to refer them to somebody who knows more about what could potentially be harming them, why are you not keeping the same energy when it comes to the people in the church? Do you not think that they deserve the benefit of the doubt? Do you not think that they should be praised for going to church, knowing that they need that help, knowing that they need support? It's like, y'all need to keep the same energy, because if somebody was heavily on substances and they finally seeked help and they decided to go to rehab,
everybody will praise them like, amen, let's get it, well done, you did the right thing, this for the fam, you're doing great, you know? But when somebody goes to church, why do you guys want to bash them? Like, why do you want to drag them down again? Why do you want to push them down? If somebody,
like the same way somebody who was substance affected realized he would wake up one day and realize that it wasn't for them and that it was bad and it was actually harming them, instead of letting them live their best life, and you praise them for going. I mean, a lot of you people probably won't. You'll be like, what are you doing? Like, now I don't have a stoner buddy. But if that's what's up, why are we not keeping the same energy to the church? Like, if your friend is deciding to change their life because they have come to the realization that something was not right and that something needed to be changed and that they made that move to change, why are you calling them hypocrites? Because every now and then they're going back and hanging out with you, because every now and then they're tempted, every now and then they're going back and doing the things in the past. Like if somebody was in the hospital and they were sick and they were throwing up or whatever and showing mad signs that they needed to be there, you would not even think twice about, well, why is they in the hospital? Like, you know you're sick, why are you in the hospital? Stay home. If you're not going to say that to somebody that's sick, then don't say the same thing about somebody in the church just because you see them falling. I'm just going to get you guys to go ahead and suss out what Brother Luke has to say about this, okay? I've decided to call all the Bible books as brothers and sisters because it's something personal to me, so I don't just consider it a book, I consider it an older sibling giving me advice on how to be better in life. So let's get it. Let's go to Brother Luke chapter 5 and we're going to start from verse 27. Now, I know that a lot of us might not know how this works. The chapters is the numbers linked with the book. The verses is the little numbers that you see after each writing. So follow along. Let's get it. And I said I was going to use my brush when I'm speaking in a second person. So let's go. After this, Jesus went out and saw a tax collector by the name of Levi sitting at his tax booth. "Follow me," Jesus said to him. And Levi got up and left everything and followed him. Then Levi held a great banquet for Jesus at his house, and a large crowd of tax collectors and others were eating with them. But the Pharisees and the teachers of the law who belonged to their sect complained to his disciples, "Why do you eat and drink with tax collectors and sinners?" Jesus answered them, "It is not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick. I have not come to call the righteous, but the sinners." Jesus came to the world to help people like them. He came to not only help them realize that they were sick, but to also heal them from it. And you know, in this century, it's so hard for somebody to know that they need help. It's so hard for somebody to even go and seek help knowing that they need it. So when somebody does, please, I beg, do not bash them for it. Do not make them feel like crap for it. Do not make them want to go back completely just because they did one thing. Stick up for a brother. If they do a slight little sin, be like, "Yo, I know you're trying to change, so I noticed this, like, is this the way you're trying to go?" Or like, Jesus came to the world to help the people who didn't have everything right. He came to save the people who were struggling with things, whether it was their own emotions, whether it was substance, whether it was other people. You know, those are the people he came for. And when those people realize that they need help, and when they seek that help, and when they fall back into temptation, and when they fall back into old habits, don't be the first. Don't be so quick to hate. Don't be so quick to judge, because you know what? They're one step ahead of you, because you're still dwelling and enjoying the things that you're doing, knowing damn well you need help. Well, they're one step ahead of you because they knew they needed help and they picked a source of help. Church is a source of help, believe it or not. But like, I'm not even going to explain this a lot, but yeah, church is a source of help, just as the hospital or any other things like these things that people have gone to hospitals for and couldn't get cured for, couldn't get healed for, have been told that they're going to die and that there's nothing else that they could do in their life. And you know what? They went to church, they knelt on their knees and they cried out to God, and they go back to the hospital the next week with full of faith, and the doctor's just like, oh wow, whatever was there is no longer there anymore. Don't know how that happened, but you're not sick anymore, you're cured. And you know what? I know I'm saying it in a weird tone, but you guys probably don't know me. But these are the things, like the things that you can get from the church that no doctors, no hospitals, no medicines, no cures, no studies, no research can do for you, okay? These are the type of things that people go to get help for. Don't be the first to bash them for it, okay? You guys, thank you so much for watching my YouTube video. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Hit the ring bell button to get notifications. I really hope you got something out of today's vlog. Let's make sure that the end of 2019 and the start of 2020 is about lifting each other up and not bashing each other down, because we already struggle a lot with ourselves and we don't need that extra dust. Dust it off. Alright? So, bye.
Dream.